Welcome back again to another video from your class 11 maths. That's your trigonometric function chapter 3. In today's video we should be doing question based on exercise 3.3 and also from your miscellaneous part also. So before I begin with exercise 3.3, I want you to go through the formulas and be prepared. Okay, so let's begin. Your exercise 3.3 is given prove that, and the first question is given to be prove that number 1, sine square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 minus tan square pi by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So I have proved left hand side is equal to your right hand side. So let me take on your left hand side. For left hand side, the first term I'm going to do this one is nothing more than your sine pi by 6 the whole thing square, because this sine square pi by 6 is given. Similarly, plus cos pi by 3 the whole thing square, and then tan pi by 4 the whole thing square. Alright, in Trigo, I've told you that the value for pi is nothing more than 180. So 180 divided by 6 is how much? 30. So sine 30 will be 1 by 2. I got here 1 square. Similarly, cos 180 divided by 3. So that's 60. So cos 60 is again 1 by 2, the whole thing square. And then tan 180 divided by 4 is 45. So tan 45 is nothing more than 1, whole thing square. So 1 by 2, it means 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 1. So I can add these two up. If I happen to add these two up, I'll get the answer nothing more than 2 by 4 minus 1. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So which will be 1 by 2 minus 1, nothing more than minus 1 by 2. So that's how you got your right hand side. In a similar manner, let us do your question number 2. Your question number 2 is given to be nothing more than 2 sine square pi by 6 plus cosec square 7 pi by 6, and then cos square pi by 3 is equal to your 3 by 2. Again, in a similar manner, let me take on your left hand side. So your left hand side is given to be 2, again sine pi by 6 the whole thing square. Why? Because sine square is given, and same thing, this one happens to be same thing. So plus cosec 7 pi by 6, again the whole thing square, and then cos pi by 3 the whole thing square. So I can say 2 sine pi by 6, again saying that will be sine 30, so it will be 1 by 2 the whole thing square, plus now your cosec 7 pi by 6. 7 pi by 6 happens to be a very big number. If we cancel this one, 30, so 7 and 30 is 210. So cosec 210, I don't know. So what I will do is, whenever you got a bigger term like this, always simplify it into a simple term. So 7 pi by 6, can I write down this one to be pi plus pi by 6? Why? Because 6 into pi is 6 pi. 6 pi plus pi is how much? 7 pi. Alright, so the whole thing square, and similarly cos pi by 3 is how much? 1 by 2, the whole thing square again. So that will be nothing more than 2 into 1 by 4 plus, now cosec pi plus x is how much? Your minus cosec x. So remember, cosec pi plus x is nothing more than minus cosec x. Again, the whole thing square, that will be 1 by 4. Now how did I got from here to here? Please go to the formula, you'll get it over there. Okay, so that will be nothing more than 1 by 2, because 2 ones are 2 twos are 4, again plus, so minus cosec pi by 6 is how much? So minus square is plus, so cosec pi by 6 is 2, so that will be 2 square into 1 by 4, so that will be 1 by 2 plus 4 into 1 by 4. So 4 cancel, so that will be 1 by 2 plus 1, which happens to be your 3 by 2. So that's nothing more than your right hand side. So that's your question number 3. So let me jump to question number 5 after that. So question number 5, 1 is given to be nothing more than your sine 75 degree. Now again, just like your previous one, that we know the value for cos 30, cos 60, cos 45, or sine 60, sine 30, sine 45, but we don't know sine 75. So what I'm going to do for this one is, I'm just going to do sine your 75. I'll break this one into your 45 degree plus your 30 degree. So if I happen to do that, I'm going to apply the formula for of this one. That's your sine x plus y, which happens to be nothing more than sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. So this formula I'm going to apply it over there. So if I apply this formula, the value, this is your x and this is your y, so that will be nothing more than sine 45 cos 30 plus cos 45 sine 30 degree. So cos 45 degree is how much? Is 1 by root 2, and cos 30 degree is how much? Root 3 by 2. Similarly, your cos 45 degree is how much? 1 by root 2, and your sine 30 degree is how much? 1 by 2. So if you can see, the base is same, so that's a numerators, that's 2 root 2, and I'll get here root 3 plus 1. So that's your answer. Okay, all right. In a similar manner, again, let me just jump to your question number 7. Your question number 7 is given to be nothing more than 10 pi by 4 plus x divided by 10 pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1 plus 10x divided by 1 minus 10x, the whole thing square. So I have to prove your left hand side is equal to your right hand side. Okay, before I begin with this one, I want you to be prepared with this formula, sin x plus y, and similarly your 10 x minus y with this two formula. Okay, be prepared with this two one. All right, so let me just go ahead with your left hand side. So your left hand side is given to be nothing more than 10 pi by 4 plus x divided by 10 pi by 4 minus x. So this one is this, and this one is that, similar to this two. So I'm just going to apply the first formula, that's a sin x plus y, so that's nothing more than your 10x plus 10y divided by 1 minus 10x 10y, because this one happens to be your x and this one happens to be your y, right, according to this formula. Similarly for next one, so that will be how much? Your 10x minus 10y. Oh, that's, sorry, that's not, that shouldn't be your y, so my bad. So 10x minus 10y divided by 1 plus 10x 10y. All right, so in this similar term, so that will be how much? That will be nothing more than 1 plus 10x divided by 1 minus 1 into 10x, and then similarly 1 minus 10x divided by 1 plus 1 into 10x. Why? Because your 10 pi by 4 is nothing more than your 1. Alright, if you're not clear, you can just go back, just see, that will be nothing more than this one. This whole thing will be nothing more than your 1. So I'm just going to put the value. So I got this one. So that will be so that's your main division. So this will come down and automatically this will go up. So if I go up, that will be 1 plus 10x, the whole thing square, divided by 1 minus 10x, the whole thing square. So which I can say that 1 plus 10x divided by 1 minus 10x, the whole thing square, so which is equal to your right hand side. So that's all about your question number 7. You can pause the video and then check, okay, once again. All right, in a similar manner, let me just jump to your question number 10. Your question number 10 is given to be sine n plus 1x sine n plus 2x plus cos n plus 1x into cos n plus 2x equal to cos x. So I have to prove this whole term of left hand side nothing more than your cos x. So let me take on your left hand side. So if I have on the left hand side, I'll just do this one, sine n plus 1x sine n plus 2x plus cos n plus 1x cos n plus 2x. Okay, now I'm going to consider this one to be your x. Okay, so if I consider this one to be your x and this one to be your y, so the formula is sin x formula will be sin x sin y plus cos x cos y, which is nothing more than cos x minus y. That's the formula of this one. So if I happen to use this formula, so the answer I will get is nothing more than cos n plus 1 x minus n plus 2 x. So if I remove the bracket, I will get it cos nx plus x minus nx minus 2x. So nx and nx cancel, so I'll get the answer cos of minus x. Cos of minus x is nothing more than your cos x, so which is equal to your right hand side. So this is how we're going to do question 10. All right, let me do one more question of, that's your question number 12. So your question number 12 is given to be sine square 6x minus sine square 4x is equal to sine 2x sine 10x. So this question is given to be this one. So let me just take on your left hand side. So if I haven't taken left hand side, I'll get here sine square 6x minus sine square 4x. So which is same thing of a square minus b square. So what's the formula? The formula will be a plus b, and then next one will be a minus b. So consider this one to be your x and this one to be your y. So sine x plus sine y. The answer is nothing more than 2 sine x plus y divided by 2 cos x minus y divided by 2. That's on the one bracket. And similarly for this one, consider this one to be x, this one to be y. So that will be 2 cos x minus y divided by 2, and then sine x minus y divided by 2. So I'll get the answer to be nothing more than 2 sine 10x by 2 cos 2x by 2, and similarly over here 2 cos sorry, that should be your plus, so that will be 10x by 2 and then sine 2x by 2. So if I cancel, so 2 1 is 2, 2 5 is 10, 2 2 cancel, 2 1 is 2, 2 5 is 10, and then 2 2 cancel. So I'm going to take the like terms together with a 2, okay? So that will be 2 sine 5x cos 5x, and then into 2 sine x cos x. So this one it's over here, and this one is over here, and this 2 is this one, okay? So that will be nothing more than, what's the formula for 2 sine x cos x? That's your nothing more than sine 2x, and similarly 2 sine x cos x is your sine 2x, okay? Do remember that 2 sine x cos x is nothing more than sine 2x. So I'm taking this one whole thing to be your x. So 2 sine x cos x is nothing more than sine 2x. So that will be sine 10x sine 2x, so which is equal to your right hand side. So that's how we're going to do your question number 12. All right, now the question will be a little bit harder, so let me just jump again to one of the little harder question. That's your question number 16. Your question number 16 is given to be cos 9x minus cos 5x divided by sine 17x minus sine 3x is equal to minus sine 2x divided by cos 10x. So again, similar way, let me take on your left hand side. So if I happen to take left hand side, that will be cos 9x minus cos 5x divided by sine 17x minus sine 3x. All right, so I'm going to consider this one to be your x and this one to be your y. So cos x minus cos y is how much? It's nothing more than minus 2 sine 9x plus 5x divided by 2 sine 9x minus 5x divided by 2, and then divided by, similarly consider this one to be your x and this one to be your y, so sine x minus sine y, the formula is how much? 2 cos x plus y divided by 2 sine x minus y divided by 2. So I can cancel your 2 along with this 2, so I'll get how much? Minus sine 14x divided by 2 sine 4x divided by 2 divided by cos 20x divided by 2 sine 14x divided by 2. So I can see I can cancel these 2, so 2 2 is a 4, 2 10, so which I got it to be minus sine 2x divided by cos 10x, so which happens to be your right hand side. Then let me do another question. Your question is given 20, so it's given to be tan 4x. I have to prove to be 4 tan x 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 minus 6 tan square x plus tan of 4x. Okay, for this one, be prepared with this formula. Then 2x is equal to how much? 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. Be prepared with this formula. Okay, so let me take on your left hand side. So your left hand side is given to be tan 4x. So your tan 4x, can I say tan 2x? Sorry, 2x. So 2 into 2x. So consider this one to be your x. So tan 2x is how much? 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. But again, what's the formula for tan 2x? So it will be 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x, and similarly 1 minus, that's tan square 2x, I can say it to be nothing more than tan 2x the whole thing square. So that will be 2 into 2 is how much? 4 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x divided by, I can say this one be 1 minus 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x the whole thing square. I guess you are clear till there. Okay, let me go to the next page then. So that will be nothing more than, I got the answer, this one. Okay, I'll just write the answer. So 4 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 minus 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. I got the answer till there. So after that, I can say 4 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x, and then something 1 minus 4 tan square x divided by 1 minus tan square x the whole thing square. So that will be 4 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. Now this one I'm going to take the LCM. Okay, so that will be nothing more than 1 minus tan square x the whole thing square minus 4 tan square x, and then divided by 1 minus tan square x the whole thing square. So I can cancel this one with the square, so this will come up, so which will be 4 tan x, and then I got a 1 minus tan square x. I hope you're clear till there. Now I'm going to expand this one. So a minus b the whole thing square. So there will be a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. And then I got here minus 4 tan square x. So which would be 4 tan x 1 minus tan square x, and then that will be 1 plus tan 4x, because 2 2s are 4, so minus 2 tan square x minus 4 tan square x. So in short, I got the answer. So that is 4 tan x 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 minus, so minus 2 tan square x minus 4 tan square x. If I add these two up, I'll get the answer to be 6 tan square x and then plus 10 to the power 4x, so which happens to be your right hand side. If you know the formula, you can do it very easily. If you don't know, you can't do it. Okay, remember that. Okay, that's all about your question number 23. So all right, let me jump to your miscellaneous question. So let me start with your question number 3. Your question number 3 is given to be cos x plus cos y the whole thing square plus sin x minus sin y the whole thing square is equal to 4 cos square x plus y divided by 2. So let me take on your left hand side. So if I happen to take left hand side, that will be cos x plus cos y the whole thing square plus sin x minus sin y the whole thing square. So I'm going to use formula a plus b the whole thing square. So that will be a square plus b square plus 2ab. Similarly, a minus b the whole thing square, so that will be a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now I'm going to take the like terms together, so that will be cos square x plus sin square x, and similarly cos square y plus sin square y. Now this one and this one I can take 2 common, so if I happen to take 2 common, so I'll get the answer cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Alright, so the value for these two happens to be nothing more than 1. Similarly, the value for these two happens to be 1 plus 2, and for this one cos a plus b, the value would be cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So same thing, so the answer will be cos x plus y. Alright, so I will get the answer 2 plus 2 cos x plus y. So what can take common? 2, so what will we get? 1 plus cos x plus y. Okay, let me go to the next page. So I got the answer here, so which I got the answer 2 bracket 1 plus cos x plus y. Okay, before I go any further, the first formula which I'm gonna do is cos 2a. What will get the answer? I'll get here 2 cos square a minus 1. If cos 2a is this one, then will be only cos a. Your cos a will be 2 cos square a by 2 minus 1. Okay, so same thing. So 2, if I happen to apply this one over here, so I got here 1 plus 2 cos square x plus y by 2 minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 cancel, so 2 to the 4, so cos square x plus y divided by 2, so which happens to be your right hand side. So that's all about your question number 3. Okay, let me do one more question. Your question number 5. Your question number 5 is given to be sin x plus sin 3x plus sin 5x plus sin 7x is equal to 4 cos x cos 2x sin 4x. Okay, same thing, let me take on your left hand side. By the way, whenever you got question of this type where you got plenty of numbers and addition is there, always try to add the highest term with the lowest one. Okay, so what's the highest term? The highest term over here is your sin 7x, and what's the lowest term? The lowest term is your sin x. So I'm just going to rearrange them, so it'll be sin 7x plus sin x. Okay, and then similarly the left of terms, so that will be sin 5x plus sin 3x. So what I did is I just add the highest term with the lowest term and give the bracket, and whatever terms left. Clear? Now apply the formula for sin x plus sin y. So if you apply the formula, you'll get here 2 sin x plus y divided by 2 cos x minus y divided by 2. And similarly for this one, 2 sin 5x plus 3x divided by 2, and then cos 5x minus 3x divided by 2. So if you do that, you'll get here 2 sin 7x plus it will be 4x cos 3x plus 2 sin 4x cos x. Now what can take common? You can take common 2 sin 4x. So what is left? Cos 3x plus cos x. So that will be 2 sin 4x. So again the formula cos x plus cos y. So that will be 2 cos x plus y divided by 2 cos x minus y divided by 2. Okay, so in the next term you'll get here nothing more than 2 sin 4x. Okay, let me just write whatever I've written over there. Cos 3x plus x divided by 2 cos 3x minus x divided by 2. So that will be 2 sin 4x, 2 into cos 4x by 2 cos 2x by 2. So that will be 2 sin 4x, 2 cos 2x cos x, and then that will be 2 sin 4x into 2 cos 2x cos x. So 2 is a 4 sin 4x cos 2x cos x, which happens to your right hand side.